Okay, welcome everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. So my name is Jose Rios. As you know, I come from the International School of Panama, located in Panama City. I teach physical computing and electronics and robotics. And I'm going to talk to you about how we are using the Arduino education tools to teach electronics during pandemic. So let me share my screen. Sure. So before to start, please let me give you an idea of who we are in International School of Panama, or ISP. I hope not boring you. Oh, sorry. No sé, esto pasa cuando transmitimos en vivo.
Welcome to the International School of Panama. ISP is a nonprofit, student-centered organization. This means that every penny is invested in the development of tomorrow's leaders. Academic standards at ISP are high. Our teachers and staff are dedicated professionals, passionate about the work they do, and deeply invested in our vision. At ISP, learning is a lifelong adventure and a process that should be exciting for the entire family. That's why we offer unique programs at every level. We believe in creating genuine and engaging learning experiences for our students to thrive. This year, we were selected as the first school in Latin America to receive a call from NASA from astronauts aboard the International Space Station. We are the only school in Central America with a certified STEM program. In 2020, seniors received $5.5 million in scholarships from some of the most prestigious universities, confirming that our International Baccalaureate program provides the tools students need to thrive. The ISP experience is rich and full of opportunities. At our school, you'll find state-of-the-art facilities for athletics, arts, and after-school programs, which offer a great variety of activities in which students can explore their passions and learn lessons and skills valuable for a lifetime. For more information, visit www.isp.edu.pa.
So this is who we are, International School of Panama in Panama City. So let's start. So many years ago, we used to teach the classic computer science 101 class. It's exactly the same 101 class we received in college in the first year. So every semester, we only receive 2, 3, maximum 4 students per semester. That was a really big worry for me because I said, how can I teach only for 3, 4 students every semester? So I talked to the school. I said, we have to do something. The worst part is that when I can see a student with passion for technology, I stop them in the hallway. I say, hey, why do you not get involved in computer science? And they always say the same answer. No, Mr. Rios, that is complicated and boring. So I can understand if a 9th grader told me the computer science is complicated, but boring. Come on, how can they say this is boring? I come from the industry. So every single year in industry is an adventure. Every day working with electronics, modifying circuits, working in communication, replacing antennas, coding. It's like Disneyland for us. Well, how can the student can say it's boring? It's because we are teaching the class. It's like a too much classic, something like a too more is, for give you an idea, in this classic class, the student need to learn about binary math, algorithm, programming, even they need to learn how to program it with 3 different programming languages. That is what the student says, complicated. So I talk to the school, I say, we need to modify our technology curriculum because we can't continue teaching like this. So I remember when I talked to my principal, the analog I used to illustrate the situation is, okay, the industry is moving like this, or school is moving like this in technology. They understand immediately. I say we need to adapt our curriculum. So ISP have a strong programs in science, politics, social service, but we need to do something stronger in technology. So that is why we received permission from the school to modify the curriculum. But the question was, how can I adapt the technology curriculum to what is the industry demanding? It's simple. You ask the industry what they are demanding. So for almost 20 years, I training technicians for the industry in electronics, communication, networking. Well, So I know what the industry is looking for. So we use a piece of the CompTIA curriculum. CompTIA is the Computer Technology Industry Association from Cisco System. Cisco System is the most important company in communications and networking. Also, you use part of the curriculum from ETA, Electronic Technician Association from the United States. I am a member of that organization. And also, we use Arduino education tools. But we don't have an idea in that moment. The Arduino has an Arduino education division. So we only use Arduino as a technical tool. So we create a new curriculum. As always, during the first semester, using this new curriculum, I only received 3 students. The surprise, that really something interesting happening, is that now the class is more complicated. It's complicated because now include electronics, programming, product design, prototyping, even project management. That includes a lot of different concepts like radio communications, how to work with antennas, a lot of interesting topics. But now it's fun. Now, when we start with this new curriculum, we have only 3 students, and that students are walking around the campus, carrying antennas, using a stairway to put sensors in the hallway, and the rest of the school say, hey, that looks interesting, I want to get involved. Then the next semester, we have the workshop full of students. That's great. So even the school understand the message immediately, and they give us more space in the workshop. More space, more machines, more equipment. That cool comes side. As a part of the new curriculum, we include radio communications. So the students need to create their own radio network in the whole campus. And the name, the SID name of the cloud is ComSci, the short for computer science. But the students, remember, the students changed the name, the ComSci, to Cool ComSci. So suddenly, the boring class in campus becoming the coolest class in campus. That was really amazing for me, because that's the proof that the program works. It's something more interesting happening after that. Most of the students to live the experience in computers in the tech lab, in North Tech Lab, they choose to study engineering. Most of them are studying electrical engineering or mechanical engineering. That really is a life-changing experience for a student. So, so now to teach this class, we need a lot of space. We need an amazing workshop with a lot of tools, electronics components. The student needs space to work in their own projects. And we have a lot of different projects working at the same time. Now we have 4 different classes in technology. Technology for innovation, that's like the basic, advanced technology, and we have a new program in innovation technology and entrepreneurship and computer science, the class that we are teaching, physical computing. So the question was, how can I teach physical computing online in remote mode? It's so difficult because we need a lot of space, we need a lot of tools or a lot of components, electronic. And during pandemic, I get in contact with Academia 4.0. They are the representatives of Arduino education in Panama. Remember, since the beginning, we are using Arduino as a tool to teach electronics and physical computing. So they talk about the Arduino Student Kit. So at first I thought, okay, that's another Arduino kit. But no, it's not just another Arduino kit. It's a whole tool, include even a platform. So it's a complete educational tool. So to give you an idea about what is the student kit, let me give the opportunity to Arduino to talk about.
COVID-19 has forced the education sector to shift. And right now, more than ever, the need for individual and homeschooling tools has emerged. At Arduino Education, we want to help educators and students by making remote learning experiences as smooth as possible. As a result, we present the Arduino Student Kit. The Arduino Student Kit is a hands-on step-by-step remote learning tool for students age 11 and up to learn the foundations of electronics and programming. The kit is linked to the STEAM curriculum, so you can be sure that your students are learning what they should. They will also learn skills such as critical and creative thinking and problem solving. Get started with the basics of electronics and programming at home. You will get all the hardware and software you need for one person, making it ideal to use for remote teaching, homeschooling, and for self-learning. Each kit comes with all the material for one student. Let's take a look inside the box. The Arduino Student Kit includes instructions to get started with a registration code. Here you can also see the contents of the box. Inside the box we find the Arduino Uno Rev 3 board, a breadboard with solid core jumper wires, a box with the smaller components such as resistors, LEDs, piezos, etc., a USB cable for the Arduino board, a small servo motor, a 9-volt battery, a multimeter with connectors and instructions, and lastly, we have the board mounting base. Access to online platform and take your first steps in the world of electronics and inventions. 9 step-by-step lessons are available following a linear way with up to 25 hours of learning time covering basic concepts of electricity, safety in class, schematics, writing code, controlling a circuit, coding concepts, controlling a servo motor, among other interesting topics. In the beginning of each lesson, students will learn new vocabulary that later will be reinforced through the lessons. Educators, at the same time, have access to exclusive tips and information that help the lesson go smoothly. The students will learn about concepts of electricity and programming together with different types of invention, getting a broader view and historical insights. The content also comes with 2 open-ended projects, a greenhouse and holiday light. Open-ended projects provide freedom for students to apply previously learned concepts in a fun and hands-on way by allowing them to decide how to present the project individually. Finally, the Student Kit provides the students with a resources section where they can find interesting and extra information that will allow them to have a more comprehensive experience. As a way to practice what they learn, the kit comes with a logbook with exercises. The student can annotate their exercises, observation, and experiments. The logbook comes with solutions so students can reflect on their answers alone or together with educators. At Arduino Education, we want to help educators and students to have the best remote learning experience. This is why the Student Kit comes with projects and lessons that can be used at home as if the students would be using it in class. To learn more, visit our remote learning platform.
So let me show you this is the platform. So as I told you, at the beginning, I think, oh, this is just another Arduino kit, but no. Very important part of this kit is the access to the platform. Here you have the lessons from electricity, the basic electricity to smart greenhouse. For example, in the traffic light signal, sorry, this website is located in Italy. So in every single class, the student gonna see the overview, learning objective, and very important, for every single class, we're gonna receive a new vocabulary. So at the end of the semester, they will be understand a lot of different concepts in electronics. I remember the last semester, one of the parents, he talked to me at the end of the semester. He's an electronic engineer. And he said, I can't believe how my daughter talked to me in electronics terms during the dinner. Like, she's like my colleague, talking about the concept in electronics and programming. For every class, they're gonna receive also an invention spotlight. It's like the real world application of this lesson. Also, the students are gonna receive this to recognize the component that we are using in the lesson, including the color code for the resistor. So you don't need to memorize the color code for identify the resistor. You can only see here, and they're pretty useful for students, even for teachers. I can see 2 important aspects using this platform. First, You don't need to know about the electronics. And second, you don't need to prepare the class. Everything is in the platform. You only need the kit. I have the kit here. Every single student have the kids in their home, and we are working in the same project exactly like we are in the workshop. Even, and one tip for you, we create a WhatsApp group for each class. So if the student want to show me, they say, hey, Mr. Rios, my hardware is not working. And I say, okay, show me. They need to take the computer and put it upside down to show me the project. So if they use a WhatsApp group, they only take a picture and share with me. Or because some of them are worried about the rest of the class, see that they are doing something wrong. But it's pretty easy. Even this also is very important. For every class, you can see the schematic diagram, but also you have the wiring. And the wiring is pretty easy for teachers and students assembling the circuit. Every class is pretty graphical. Even the programming, for the programming, you want to receive the instruction step by step, line by line. So the student don't need, even you, like teacher, you don't need to be worried about you don't know the concept of programming. Every class, you're going to receive the instruction line by line with the description of every single line. And every class, you're going to use a new concept. For example, you will start just turning on and off an LED. In the second class, you're going to use the conditional. And then you want to mix that conditional with variables. At the end, you will be expert. Oh, something more. At the end of the semester, the student will be ready to present the certification exam. That is really important certification in the industry. So, and they passed the exam. The last semester, 5 of the students, I say, hey, Mr. Rios, I want to present the exam. Are you sure? Yes, Mr. Rios. And they passed the exam, even in tiempo record. So the platform works, the tool works. So let me give you an example of let me go back to the presentation to show you some examples of the classes. And you see the graphic on the left, you can see the graphic, the wiring graphic, the tools, and this class, they are testing amperes. Even I have to confess, I never test amperes when I work in the industry. I always only test voltage or resistance. And remember, you don't need to know about electronics to teach these classes. In this class, they are simulating a traffic light signal. And they learn a lot about the programming and the algorithm in this class. But even it's fun. It's not something like too complicated. The sport robot, I really love this class, and the students really enjoy it because they learn how to control servo motors using a potentiometer. In this class, they learn how to use potentiometers, which is a variable resistance, capacitors, and the next lesson, even they use transistors. So in every class, they're going to improve the level of the, let me show you the testimonial of one of the students for the last semester.
Hi, my name is Camille Lansel, and I'm currently a senior at ISP, and I will be talking a little bit about my experience with Arduino and the type of classes I've taken that include Arduino. So I have taken computer science, robotics, tech for innovation, and I'm currently taking the Innovation Entrepreneurship Certificate. In these classes, Arduino has played a big role in the activities we have been assigned. And during each unit, we're given detailed instructions about the topic we're learning and the type of circuits we'll be creating with the Arduino application on the computer and the Arduino itself. By the end of each unit, we're assigned to create a final project using the knowledge and skills that we've gained, which I enjoy because it gives me a chance to show what I've learned, and I get to see the progress I make in every unit. And during this pandemic, there have been many changes, like physical school turning into online school, And for classes that use Arduino, Mr. Rios decided to use an online program known as Student Kit Arduino, and it has given us an opportunity to really explore and learn more lessons. And also, Mr. Rios gave us the opportunity to pick up our tools from school in order to create these circuits. And I have gotten more creative on making circuits. For example, I created a humidity and temperature sensor circuit, and it turned out to be successful and a great achievement of mine. In my opinion, Mr. Rios has done a great job in helping us feel like we're physically in school, even though we're not. And using Arduino at home has been very fun and creative.
So as you can see, the students enjoy the experience. It's exactly that we are on the workshop in front of the teacher, because I have the same tool, they have the same tool, working in the same project. And all of us have access to the same platform. We only need to follow the instruction line by line. Why we use Arduino? Why we love Arduino? Because Arduino, every single automation and robotic system need three elements: sensors, a microcontroller, and actuators. When in ISP on Tech Lab, we encourage the students to use the knowledge they acquire in the classroom to design solutions to the real world. In every semester, we present challenge to the student. Challenge like, for example, okay, we need to create to detect gas or leaks of gas in the laundry and the pool, on the science, in the science lab, or also in the kitchen. So I present the challenge to the students, and the students need to design a solution for that. And they really do it. For example, the last year, no, 2 years ago, a group of students, a couple, boys and girls, they decided to design something to help the people with the Parkinson's disease. You know, the people with Parkinson's have tremors in the hands, so they decide to design something to help that people using a gyroscope. They use the design on really advanced project in Italy, but they reduce, or using Arduino, they reduce the cost from $8,000 to less than $60. So let me show you. This is one of the examples of the project.
Hi, I'm Maite. I'm in computer science class with Mr. Rios, and the cafeteria and the science lab presented us a challenge where we had to come up with a gas prevention system. So we designed a solution by making this gas sensor with an Arduino, and as you can see, this is the sensor and this is the buzzer, and the green light is turned on, meaning that the environment is safe. And when the red light turns on, it means that there's gases in the environment. So I'm going to make a test. And we also made the code here to test the sensibility of the gases. Hola, les queremos presentar nuestro project de computer science. So, como un sensor de gas para ver si una ya está abierta o algo va a sonar para el ¿Esto salió de gas?
Se dieron cuenta, yo mexicano. So, the next step of this project now, si Dios quiere, we will return to the school maybe in 2-3 weeks. And the next step of this project is use the same sensor, but replacing the Arduino Uno board for the new Arduino. This one, this is the new version. The new version of this platform, you can put a SIM card, and then you can set the signal from the Arduino. When you receive the message from the sensor, you can send a message to the Arduino cloud, and you can receive the alarm in your cell phone or your mobile device. That is IoT, or Internet of Things. This is the glove that talk about
like the theory.
Yeah, like I can see in theory what it is.
Jose, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We have 5 minutes.
Okay.
We contact the people.
Okay, this is the tremor the glove to control the tremor, the people with Parkinson, and they receive 40 minutes to presentation in the National Secretary for Science and Technology. And now the government is supporting this group of students to develop as you can see, this is just a prototype. Now they are working in the final product. As I told you, the original design of this, it was made in Italy, and the cost is around $8,000 or $10,000. But they promise they can do the same solution, they can the same product with less than $60. So, and let me clarify something. I don't work for Arduino, but I really love the tool. In case of you are interested, this is the contact for Arduino in Mexico, Sarón Mercado, and Panama, Ariel Medina. So thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, Jose. Thank you for sharing your success story of reaching out to kids through all these amazing tools and through, despite the circumstances. Thank you so much. I sent you guys the information just in case you would like to continue chatting in the Live Curious Go Beyond Cafe. Actually, it starts in 3 minutes. In one of the sessions is in this room. But definitely, if you would like to contact Jose, please don't hesitate to reach out to him. There's one question, Jose. The platform only works if you have a kit at home.
Exactly. When you buy the kit, you receive this, and then when you have the activation code for each individual kit. So once you register, you can have access to the platform.
Great. Thank you so much. Any other questions? Okay, Lisa and Giselle are saying, thank you so much for sharing your success stories. Yeah, definitely, it's impressive, Jose, all the things that you've done.
I also recommend if you go to the, in Arduino, you go to Project Hub, and in Project Hub you can see a lot of interesting projects. And you don't need to be worried, guys. If you think, oh, this looks complicated. No, it's pretty easy. If the students learn how to use the sensors and microcontrollers and actuators, they can do all these kind of projects. Don't be worried, guys. You can do it. I told you, you don't need to learn electronics to teach this. You only follow the platform at the same time with the students.
Awesome.
And I promise you and your students going to love this.